What's going on, y'all? My name is F, and welcome back to the Junkyard. Now, some of you guys may know, I am a hockey guy. I F with hockey. Let me put this rose somewhere too. I F with hockey, right? And you know, the Red Wings lost today, which sucks ass. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about I play hockey. I play men's league, beer league hockey, whatever you want to call it. I play like men's league hockey. And I played in 2 leagues this winter. Wait, I still remember how, okay. Wait, I just want to make sure I have this all set up properly. Played in 2 leagues this winter. I can't speak. I played in a league on Tuesday nights and a league on Sunday nights. And both of those leagues, believe it or not, we went to the freaking championship. Clap that up. And both of those championships went to overtime. What are the odds of that, first of all? Are you kidding me? What are the odds of that? But anyway, okay. I'm making all kinds of mistakes while playing Minecraft here. Anywho, yeah, both these games went to overtime in the championship game of the entire league. And, you know, how long ago was it even? 4 years ago plus, when I was in high school plus, or high school and younger, I would have been shitting myself going to these games, knowing that it's a championship game and a lot on the line here, this, that, and a third. And for whatever reason, I wasn't nervous at all going to either of these 2 games. I'm going to talk about the one I was most recently. The one I was most recently was about a week ago from today when this was uploaded. One day, less than a week ago from when it was uploaded, or when it was recorded, excuse me. It was on Sunday, the, what was it then? I don't even know. Sunday, the 23rd minus 7. I can't do math. The 16th? Is that the 16th? I think so, maybe. Perhaps. Sunday the 16th, we'll say. Don't know if that's correct. 17th, 16th, I don't know. But I went to the game, I wasn't nervous at all. And now, in this league, this is actually, ironically, similar in both of these 2 leagues, where my team was not very good, especially to start the year. And then as the season went on, we started getting together, you know, winning more games here and there. But there was one team, we'll call them the Bears. The one team, the Bears, we couldn't beat them for whatever reason for like the longest time. And we did eventually, you know, break that seal, and then over the season we ended up being like 2-5 over them, or against them throughout the whole season. But that's the team we're playing against in the championship. So a lot of guys on our team were nervous. You know, obviously it's beer league, men's league, not that big of a deal at the end of the day. But we don't want to win, right? You don't want to go there and not win. You're going to the championship. You get a free hat. But we played a game, and every time we play this game, it's literally like every time it's a high scoring game, like 7-8. Like our last game we played against before this literally ended 6-8. We lost 6-8. And their last goal was an empty netter, which if you guys don't know anything about hockey, basically late in the game, you can like take your goalie out of the net and put another skater on the ice to give you a better chance of scoring. And like, you know, a lot of empty net goals happen in which situation, in such situation, it means that like there was no goalie in net. They try to, you know, outnumber the opponent and try to score in the last moments to tie the game. It didn't work. That's what happened. We lost 8-6, basically 7-6 is my point. Play our championship game, and it ends 1-1 in regulation. We go to overtime. 10-minute overtime. Instead of 5-on-5, it's 3-on-3. Overtime ends, we go to shootout. And now, in this situation, normally, especially growing up, I would be like absolutely beside myself, nervous about the situation about to unfold in front of us. Still, calm, cool as a cucumber, many would say. I was. How am I? Okay, this is gonna take a while here. I was cool as a cucumber still. Now, I didn't shoot first. I shot 3rd in the lineup. And the first time I go in, and I'm like very confident, very overly confident. I go in. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. 1 second. I'm getting a Discord call. Let me tab out here. I bet you it's yeah, it is. Okay, let me tell him, give him a few seconds. Alright. What an outstanding part of this episode here. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, go to shootout. I'm like very confident I'm gonna score, and I go and I do a move and I don't score, and I'm pissed at myself because I beat the goalie and I didn't score because I missed the net. I hit the post, which is annoying. But either way, I didn't score. So then I started getting a little bit nervous because, and this is when I start putting it together. Because I realized I was nervous my entire life about stuff like this because it was completely out of my hands. I forgot to make a shovel when I was back there. It was completely out of my hands. This time I felt like it was in my hands because my whole life growing up, I was not particularly good at hockey. I had good hands and I was a grinder. And not, the dating app. Am I right? I was, what kind of joke is that? I was the type of guy that would be very physical and not be relied on to do much offense because I wasn't very good at offense. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Am I right? I had good hands though. My NHL comp is Paul Cotter. If you guys know anything about hockey, my NHL comp was Paul Cotter. My own NHL comp I gave myself. But I was not nervous. This is the same with the Tuesday League as well. I wasn't nervous because I felt like the game was in my hands. I felt like I had say over how the game would go. And obviously, you're a little bit like, okay, I'm going to try my best here. But, like, I wasn't going into the game like, ooh, like I would when I was in high school, for example, where I'm like, I'm not going to play much of this game because I'm on the bottom lines. I don't get a lot of play time. I got to hope the rest of my team can win the game. I went out there thinking I can go out. I got to make sure I go out there and win the game. And I was confident I can do so. But this is not a confidence I've ever had in my entire life. And maybe just because I'm older and I'm becoming more mature and more wise or something. Or maybe I'm just becoming more comfortable in who I am as like a person, if that's like makes sense. So maybe an over exaggeration at this point because I'm talking about men's league hockey. But maybe I'm becoming like more comfortable of like my position in this world, if that makes sense. Where it's like, yeah, I know what I can do. I know who I can be. And I know what I can rely on myself to do. And if someone says you gotta go make 10 3-pointers in a row to win this game, I'm not gonna be confident in myself because I don't think I probably can't do that. And I mean, but I know I can't. And it's like, it gives you a different like sort of feeling about this whole thing. But if anyone was wondering what happened, we went to a 14-round shootout, and there's only 11 guys on my roster. Well, it's 12, but one of our guys got a penalty, so he couldn't shoot in a shootout. Look at this high intelligence way of me handling this here. We went to a 14-round shootout. I shot a second time because I was one of the best guys on my team. Not to brag. I shot a second time. I scored a second time and ended up being the game winner. We won the championship. And the other league, in case anyone was wondering, I scored a goal in regulation. We won in overtime 5-4. I didn't score in overtime that time. I had a goal and 2 assists that game. But we won them both. Back to what I was saying. But this is like a whole different like sense of confidence that I'm not having. And this is not even a confidence. Sports is obviously an easy way for me to explain the confidence because it's like a really easy example. You just like you go into the game and maybe you feel nervous compared to another time you feel confident. Very basic. And I'm not someone who like gets overly nervous about things very often in general, to be honest with you. One thing I was super nervous about, I never had like anxiety or like over like OD nerves or anything like that. Except for one time was when I was taking my driver's test because I knew I didn't know how to parallel park and I still don't really know how to parallel park. And when I took my driver's test, I missed the parking spot in my parallel park, but I did everything else good enough that, they had like a point system. You'd like lose like 4 points for messing it up, but I had enough points saved up from before because I didn't mess up anything else. And the parallel parking was the last part that had a second try to parallel park. I nailed it the second time. And I was like, this is awesome. And then after that, I was still really nervous. I was going to speed. So I was going like 10 miles under the speed limit the whole time, and she didn't really care though. She just she let me pass anyways, and I drive fine now. I'm a very aggressive driver, but I drive fine. Back to what I was saying. But I feel like I have like a better understanding of what I can do. There's still a lot of things I'm not confident in, like, to be honest. I'm still not confident in asking out chicks. For a variety of reasons. Not confident. Okay, this is a little bit different. I'm not confident in telling people I'm a YouTuber, which is interesting because it's not to do with anything about, like it being like, I wouldn't say taboo, but being like cringe to be a YouTuber. It's literally just because I feel like if I tell someone I'm a YouTuber and then I pull up my channel and I have 5K subs that I have my main channel right now, they're gonna be like, really? That considers you a YouTuber? And I'm gonna be like, shut up, bitch. Not that. But still, point still stands. What am I walking over here for? By the way, I'm building a city over here, and this is my first building in my city. I don't know how tall it's gonna be, but that's what it's looking like. But I'm gonna be like, but I don't want people to be like underwhelmed by how many subs I have or something like that, you know. When I said this a few times to like my buddies. My buddy Chano's 50K subs, and I said when I get around his size, I'll be more confident to tell people I'm a YouTuber. But I got friends who are like 100K. I have a friend who's 100K and he doesn't tell people he's a YouTuber. And the last time someone asked me, and I normally when someone asks me what I do for a living, this is completely off topic by the way, but I don't really know what else to say about the confidence thing, to be honest. So this is completely off topic. But normally when people ask me, I'm gonna take a screenshot right here too. What I do, I just say I make some money online here and there. I'm kind of between things right now. I'll say like I quit my job. I'll say something like, you know, I just quit my job relatively recently. Don't really know if I want to do school. I'm kind of between things right now. I'm making money online, something along those lines. You know, in that sphere. Maybe I'll pick one of those. Maybe I'll pick like a few of those. You know, add them together, whatever it may be. But someone else started to press me a little more, like, well, so what do you do? Blah 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 blah. So eventually I just folded and said I edit videos for my friend, for these guys, YouTubers Tom and Riffy, who are just my friends I met via YouTube stuff. And, what am I doing? Oh yeah. And, I said I edit for him, and I said I also do some management stuff for Tom, for the advertisers and stuff. And Tom doesn't have any ads on his channel, so hopefully they my friend I was talking to, which is not someone I'm super close with, just someone I used to know that I saw recently. Hopefully he doesn't go looking up Tom's channel anytime soon. But I literally just said this guy Tom who does Minecraft videos. So, but yeah, I mean I was able to get out of it. He's like, oh, that's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, what's that like? I just started making up bullshit about like my experience being a YouTuber, but I was like saying it as if I was someone else's like editor, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know where I ended up going with this video at all. I was supposed to be like confidence in something else. What did I say? I wanted it to be like confident. What did I want the title to be? Confidence in the face of pressure, I think is what I wanted it to be. Because originally the idea was talking about being under pressure, specifically in the shootout. But I don't know if that's gonna work really. I'm gonna title it that anyways, I think, to be honest. And if anyone watches the end, you're gonna be like, holy shit. This title made no sense, but I'm glad I stuck it through because I'm a big fan of my good buddy Cool Guy App. I mean Apple Cider, that's what my channel's called, Apple Cider. Cool Guy App's my main. But yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you guys like watching Minecraft videos that aren't me just rambling about some bullshit, go check out my main channel, Cool Guy App. I have a few videos on there of me like doing survival challenges and stuff. Pretty cool. One video is super viral, me being the Wither Storm. You might have already seen it, honestly. Holy ego. I need to take myself down a peg. Never mind. I need to peg myself. What am I talking about? All right. I'm ending the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all next week.